we're going to talk about why the letter X represents the unknown in mathematics. First of all, we have to talk about the history of the mathematics. The origins of mathematics dates from the 37th century BC in the Babylonian Empire. Later, this mathematical wisdom spread over some other cultures during different centuries, such as in the ancient Egypt 500 years later, in India in the 27th century BC, in Greece 2000 years before Christ, and in China 1,000 years later. With all their theories, the letter X doesn't appear. All of them had very different ways to translate their problems and their equations, but none of them was similar to our current system. In fact, modern mathematics comes from the 12th century, when two mathematical schools were developed simultaneously. During this century, in Europe the Greek school was predominant, while the Islamic or Arabian school was present in North Africa. The mixture of these different cultures was produced in the city of Toledo. In the Greek theories, they used to use as unknown the first letter of the word searched. For example, alpha, if we have to find the number of apples, or beta if we are talking about beds, or omega for the number of workers. However, the Arabic texts used the word thing to name the unknown. For example, we have 3 things that are equal to 60, what's this thing? So they used the Arabian word shay or shy that means something. And the members of the Greek school who used to work with them used the first letter of this word, the letter Sh or K. So when the texts containing this mathematical wisdom finally were translated into a European language, in particular into Latin, this Greek letter became the letter X from our alphabet, and it formed the basis for mathematics textbooks for almost 600 years. Thank you for your attention.